a larger wall that is now on 91st and Columbus at the Goddard Riverside, one of their buildings. But I'll tell you, like, I'm a sculptor. I guess maybe the foundation of my work is carving wood and stone. And so I like physical things. I like just to be active and to take something and directly work with it. Now these are some paintings, and the thing about painting for me is that after carving, and like when I'm working on, like, say, a hardwood, or I'm working with stone, it takes sometimes months or a good amount of time to do that. But then with painting, and I'm using like Sumi ink, and I'm using combinations of Sumi ink and organic pigments, and these are some examples of that. And these are very fast. And when I'm doing that, like the Sumi is like really quick in the faces, and then I'm looking and say, okay, where can I put this cumin? All the yellow you see there is cumin. Or maybe I'm using coffee, all the tan colors and brown colors, that's coffee. Or then I'm combining certain organic kinds of pigments there. And I don't know how fresh it is now, but you can probably still smell the cumin and the curry on that. Sometimes if I open my stuff up and people say, oh wow, I smell that. I say, well, I'm not trying to make you hungry. You can take this home if you want. I mean, and I guess my favorite, you can see from these, one thing that is a common thread in a lot of my work is I like faces. I like to carve faces. I think that the face is made up of very simple components, right? But there's a universality in the message, in the mood of a face that everybody can read and understand. And so there's a lot of complexity in the face, but yet every person's face is unique. And so for me, when I'm starting to work, and whether it's carving, well, actually the carving is not so immediate as when I'm painting. When I'm painting, then there's something about the moment that comes into the work, so that it's like that moment. It's something that's precious of that time. Now, also, I forgot, like, this is something that is new for me, which is I'm using fluorescence. So I'm mixing the fluorescent with these other colors. For me, it's a lot of fun, because then when I'm not working, let's say I turn the lights out and I go to bed, then I see all these things like bright, and I'm saying, oh, wow, I'm crazy. Look at that, because that's how my house is, that's how I am, I guess. There's another piece here, which is my, this needs a light. Okay. And this is really my birthday card for myself this year. I said, okay, what am I going to do for myself for my birthday? So I did this. And and that's all very spontaneous. Actually, the only thing that really took a while, though, was first I put the fluorescent on there. And then I had to wait for that to dry. It takes a long time for that to dry. But after that, then I used the Sumi, the black. And then I used, and that's from the bottle, the dark. And then I used gray. I used the Sumi. This is with the stick here. And this paper is really nice paper. I got this in Japan. This is handmade paper. And so I got it, every time I go there, I say, oh, man, let me get some more of this great paper. And then I come back and I realize, the dollar can buy so much paper. I said, I should have bought more paper. But anyway, this is it. I mean, I'm doing two things, and I'm doing metal work, and I'm also doing these paintings. And in some of my themes, like this summer, I had a coffee reading I gave to myself. And so I had what I saw were three goddesses. And I thought, wow, goddesses, three goddesses. And then so every time I do a series at this time, like maybe I'll do like the three goddesses in ink, or maybe I'll do, like, I just finished a series of metal goddesses. They're about like 4 feet tall. They're percussive instruments, and you can hang them from the ceiling and spin them and play them. But the three goddesses, the reason why I'm into the three goddesses is because I think that there's a terrible imbalance that occurred many centuries ago where they decided that, okay, it used to be like the triad of the Egyptians was the father, the mother, and then there was a child, right? Somewhere they got the Holy Ghost and they took the woman out. Now, what happened?
Yes, no.
I mean,